The Western is one of the most characteristically American genres in all of the film industry. It pays homage to the borderline between civilization and the wilderness of the American frontier, mostly between post-Civil War and 1900. That frontier, with its sweeping landscape and rugged rural terrain, is geographically defined as between the Mississippi River and the West Coast. The Western provides a constant in a constantly changing world. There are always good guys and bad guys, horses and shootouts, damsels in distress, and most likely a saloon or two. Of course, there is the larger-than-life cowboy hero. The Hollywood trail is well traveled by them. It, though, began in the early 20th century with silent films. Most of the characteristics of those early films were firmly established well before in 19th century popular Western fiction. James Fenimore Cooper's frontier novels, Leatherstocking Tales, were perhaps the most famous. The Leatherstocking Tales is a series of 5 novels published between 1823 and 1841. It followed the adventurous life of Natty Bumppo, a mythic 18th century New York State guide and frontiersman who lived among the Indians and white pioneers and was deeply committed to a vanishing wilderness. That series of novels has been the subject of many Western films. But as a specific art form, the Western got its inspiration from the narratives found in U.S. dime novels of the late 19th and early 20th centuries. Those cheaply made books were hugely successful. The content focused on stories of the West being told about mountain men, outlaws, settlers, and lawmen who were taming the wild frontier. Many stories were based on actual people such as Billy the Kid, Wild Bill Hickok, Jesse James, and Wyatt Earp. The perception of the cowboy in those publications was not necessarily a positive one. The cowboy was often portrayed as rowdy and unscrupulous, lawless, drunk, and prone to shooting up the town. The more romanticized image of the American cowboy as a lonesome hero was created by Buffalo Bill Cody's Wild West show, artists such as Frederick Remington and Charles Russell, and authors such as Owen Wister and Zane Grey. A great Western, of course, needs a great cowboy hero. I grew up with legendary movie cowboy heroes such as John Wayne, Roy Rogers, Gene Autry, Randolph Scott, and Clint Eastwood. But before them, the Hollywood trail was traveled by silent era heroes led by Gilbert M. Bronco Billy Anderson, William S. Hart, and Tom Mix. Tom Mix was, in fact, a close friend of legendary lawman Wyatt Earp. The first Western, The Great Train Robbery, debuted in December 1903. Gilbert Bronco Billy Anderson, the first Western star, played several roles in the film. The 12-minute film was inspired by an actual event that occurred on August 29, 1900. Butch Cassidy and the Hole-in-the-Wall gang stopped the number 3 train on the Union Pacific Railroad track, blew open the safe, and escaped with $5,000 in cash. The Great Train Robbery was action-packed with a train robbery, a chase, and a final shootout. Produced by Edwin S. Porter and filmed in Thomas Edison's New York studio for $150, the film was hugely commercially successful. It contained the necessary components that made the Western a staple of Hollywood film industry.